Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 26th of June 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Goddess Tarot for this reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. I'm going to choose 3 cards here to see what the Goddess Tarot wants you to know. The Queen of Pentacles. Wow, we've had so many Pentacles cards this week. Then we have the Moon. Now it's very similar to the day before, which was the Star in the center. Now we've got the Moon in the center. And then we have the Knave of Wands in reverse at the end of this. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles court card. Here we've got her as the goddess of, let's say, fertility. This woman is bringing her child to be blessed. Goddess of health and fertility and strength and the intuition, groundedness, being practical in life. And the fact that we've had so much Pentacles energy is really interesting. It's been a very earthy kind of week for a lot of people. Practical circumstances would have really featured largely. So damage to property, the actual to and fro of getting to work, the physical body, getting back to work, having your daily routine change. In the astrology, we also have had Venus, the planet of love, beauty, creativity, that has gone direct on Thursday, the 25th of June. So we're now in a period where that has moved forward. And if you have had a lot of trouble with change this week, know that that is the final bit of, or the final changes that had to be made before you can move into a new, happier chapter. Those things had to shift before you were able to move into this current new life that you're in. So that's really interesting that I chose this deck and this card, especially for today. Wow. Think of yourself as the child and think of your life as this is the first day of the rest of my life. What am I going to do on this first day of my new existence? It's really often important to bring it back down to basics like that, to make every day a new discovery, a reawakening, a rebirth. Then we have the Moon, and I'm getting strong Isis vibes, even though we haven't got Isis here, I don't think. The Moon traditionally is something quite fearful in the tarot. It's about being on this path that you've never really seen before. And I saw something so fascinating on moonlight and this apparatus in the desert where they catch moonlight and how it has healing properties and how light and all of, sunlight, UV lights, they're not waves. So it's not like ping. It's their individual rays which kind of pierce the thing that is being affected. And moonlight therefore becomes something magical and healing and mysterious and something you can only kind of take part in at night. And a lot of the time, a full moon, but even if it is full moon, I don't know where you live, but if you're in England, not today because it's boiling hot, but even if it's a full moon, I don't know how many clear nights we get to see those full moons. I mean, a couple, but it's not guaranteed. A few, I should say. 2 horses there and the night goddess. It's really indicative of the hidden mysteries and the little crescent moons and all these shields. It's kind of like a special armor that protects from some special threat that you're not even aware of during the day. So the moon isn't something that, and this is interesting in itself, that the meanings of the cards are so different and Venus has gone direct. So what was loving and seemed so great before is now out the window, and what's really truly nurturing and healing and successful for you is that positive, inner, loving, rebirthed, kind of refreshed perspective on things. Finally, the Knave of Wands in reverse. Love this card, so beautiful and colorful. You can see the movement, and that's what this is. It's passion movement. It's wanting something and feeling like I want to get somewhere in life. I have a purpose, I have drive, I'm on the road to something amazing, and it's not just my strength. When I shift and move, I'm a true magician, because she shakes this wand and these tornadoes come up and the dress moves in itself, and it's this constant self-propelling spiral that she's in. So life through self-propulsion in the utmost here. I will, therefore it will be. She's a really good example of manifestation on planet Earth. When you want something really, really badly, you become this goddess and you twirl your way around and you create these twisters themselves that have a life of their own. And that's how you manifest, and that's how you pull energy in, and how you manifest it, transform it into energy that works for you. That's in reverse. You don't need to propel yourself forward and work harder and harder and harder. The horses, although they look a little bit funny here, they are coming to you. So you don't have to make everything happen. Things will happen for you. All you have to do is be receptive to the good rays that you're getting at the moment, which have vibes of love and healing and magic, and the unmanifest becoming manifest and real. And that is something that you get today that is added to this already huge, amazing, powerful ability to deal with the physical world and to accept loss and disappointment and the past, while also keeping a positive frame of mind and looking to the future and the amazing new things that can be born. That's really growing up. And being strong in the physical world. It's realizing that your journey and your path in life is ongoing. And sometimes you're going to be up and sometimes you're going to be down. And there's no rhyme or reason for it. But the times when you're down, you're going to have to accept them and deal with them and adapt. And use your inner resources. And you have gathered so many resources. And you have got through so many things, and not only have you got through them, you've turned them to your advantage and made something glorious out of them. So you don't have to propel yourself forward like some crazy twister. You don't have to draw upon your considerable resources again today and really make it happen. You can bathe in the moonlight. That sounds like a really bad little novel or booklet or whatever. Bathing in the moonlight, with two purple horses looking at you while shielded. It's it sounds silly, but it isn't. The universe, more like bathed in Venus light, bathed in love, bathed in Venus direct, bathed in the universe showing you what love is via this giant current that you just feel yourself pulled into rather than you generate this current. And by just accepting and relaxing and saying, I go with the universal current, I let go, I am at one with the universe, I accept all of the good, loving, mystical, magical energy that's coming my way, whether I struggle or not. And yes, I can deal with everything and organize everything, but today I don't have to. Today I can celebrate my own rebirth, and that life nurtures me today. So you could simply say life gets a lot easier today, but that wouldn't be doing the past justice or the future or anything, because it doesn't become easier, it becomes more magical. It becomes a time where you're actually able to sit back and say, okay, I don't have to use every 100% of my resources to get through the struggle. I can actually enjoy the day, and I don't have to grit my teeth and reinvent the wheel or rebirth myself in any way. I can enjoy the magic that's coming my way and be swept up in the magic of it. Hooray. Court card is 1. The moon is 18, so that's 19. And another court card, that's 20. 1 and 2 is a relationship, and A relationship is Venus direct. The moon is a very intimate, sensitive part of who you are. This looks very, very watery to me in the sense that it's intuitive, it's receptive, it's sensitive, it's emotionally intelligent and profound and nurturing, spiritually nurturing. So allow yourself to receive all of those things, build a relationship with the nurturing parts of you. How do you take care of yourself? What makes you happy? How can you make yourself happy today? What can you do? How can you give yourself a break? And also, how can you just marvel at the glory of what's going on and rediscover this sense of, oh, wow, it's amazing to be here. That's what's on offer here today. A relationship with a life, a version of you, a world that's beyond your wildest dreams, beyond your wildest understanding. And it's that fabulous and amazing because you know it exists on some sort of spiritual level. You don't know why or how, but you certainly know that's what all this energy has been about. And today you're just on a little canoe being pulled a little bit closer to that place. Amazing. Yeah, you know, like when you think back on what was the best time during those years, or what was the best thing, I don't know about you, but I always think of the relationships that were there. I don't think about the money. I don't think about the belongings. I think about, you know, that was a wonderful time when we did that. And that's the only thing I think you can build is relationships with other people. And first and foremost, the relationship with yourself. And do you treat yourself like a friend, a dear friend? Or do you treat yourself like, you know, an enemy? And regardless of where you're at in your personal journey of that, I think we all go through that, whether you're on your case or you're not. It's so sad, like a lot of people who are abused and who suffer abuse themselves. And if anyone doesn't need it, yikes, it's people who've gone through that. So the relationship, first and foremost, that is going to be permanent is the one with you. And most people can't stand themselves and try and distract themselves. Most of us, I mean, if you buy into chemtrails and all that, then we're all zombies. And no, we're not. So, yeah. What was that? Chemtrails? You can have a relationship with yourself, regardless of where you're at in life. And it can be a loving, forgiving relationship where you say, I bless where I'm at, and if anything, that is just fertile ground and a loving environment for your inner child to grow and blossom and thrive. So you are, it's so cliche by now that it's lost all meaning, but you are going to be with you for the rest of your life. So please have that nurturing care, that sense of wonder for yourself. And yeah, if you can't do it for yourself, you'll be given some of it today. If you can do it just for yourself all the time in a wonderful way, then you get even more of that in today. A sense of, hooray, everything is new. I love life. I'm reborn. So have a wonderful day. Do something nice for yourself. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the subscribe button to be part of this amazing channel, and share the video online if you like the video. Also hit the thumbs up if you like it. In my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. To draw up your astrology chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, time of birth. If you don't have the time of birth, then order a chart rectification with me. That's on the website. That's a process where I work out your time of birth. Once I have that, I can answer any questions you have, life purpose, where to live, romance, strengths and weaknesses, anything really. Order that on the website as well, gregoryscott.com. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.